Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Rinpoche.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everyone.
对，现在
Hello.
最好在那边比较好啊。
Okay. 上节这个昨天上节这个半多那年就做，那也这个节别上那年，做了别节上节，no, 上节这个没得这么这个，对些你的肩膀的，所以真的没得没我也，那个那么大肩膀这个说也，大忙我说的那没得了的，那呀你。So we will be following up from the week before's teaching. So basically, that is it will be on the Guru Yoga. So we talk about the importance of Guru, the practice of Guru Yoga, or the importance of a Guru in general. We talked a bit last week. Now is to focus on the practice of Guru Yoga itself. Basically, the visualization of the Guru Yoga practice. Yeah. So so we will explain what the Guru Yoga is, but as we discussed last week, Guru Yoga basically is to see yourself as your Guru. See yourself, your Guru, and your deity as one. So, for example, your Guru is Avalokiteshvara, Jamisik. Then you have your own Guru, and then you have yourself. So the three of them not to be separated, but to be seen as one. That is the Guru Yoga. Yoga means to unionize, to become one, to join. So therefore, in order to become the same as your Guru, in order to become your Guru, in order to become your own deity, you have to first train. You have to first visualize that. So the whole process of Guru Yoga, the one we are going to read now, is going to be a bit lengthy, bit long, but all in all, it is about that the whole practice is about seeing yourself as the Guru. In order to gain, so this is to purify your negativity and to accumulate great amount of merit. So we talked about this last week. Of all the practices there is, the practices like making offerings to all the Buddhas in the 10 directions, taking care of all the sentient beings, etc., etc. Of all the other practices, the most effective and the powerful one, of course, is to practice Guru devotion and Guru Yoga. So in order to, we talk about Guru Yoga here, in order to become the Guru, in order to be joined with the Guru, you first have to have devotion to the Guru as well. You need to have the Guru devotion. In any case, Guru devotion and Guru Yoga is the most effective practice out of all the practices out there, especially in the Vajrayana. Okay, so in order to practice that, in order to practice Guru devotion, in order to practice purification, in order to gain accumulation, so one needs to visualize something called merit field or field of merit. So basically, you visualize a certain a gallery of different individuals from whom you receive the blessings. It's called a field because in the field, whatever you sow, it will grow. If you sow crop, crops will come. If you sow rice, the rice will come. If you sow apple, whatever, whatever you sow in the field, that will reap in the field. So if you sow merit in that field, then merit will also be accumulated by you. So for the purpose of visualizing, it is important that visualize the whole, all of the place that you are in. So your house, your room, not only that, but anything that you can see from the expanse of your mind, whatever you can see all of that as the whole place that you can see or visualize as the palace of lotus light. So that is the palace where, for this particular practice, this is the Longchen Yingtik practice, for which usually the root guru or the central figure is Padmasambhava, Guru Rinpoche, and Palace of Lotus Light is his abbot or his residence. So we have to visualize everything that you can see as his palace or his residence. So see everything as the palace or the residence of Padmasambhava. The palace of Lotus Light, right? Then in the center of, actually I have shared a picture in the, what do you call that thing? The message here, so you can check that. In the very center of the picture, in the very center of the field. So field is, you have to visualize the field like a, yeah, so just look at the picture. It's better that way. It will take a long time to describe. So in the very center of the merit field, visualize yourself. You are there. So in the essence, in reality, you are none other than Khandro Yeshe Tsogel. So Khandro Yeshe Tsogel was the queen of King Tizon Densen, who brought Chandarakshita and Padmasambhava to Tibet, and she later became a disciple as well as a consort to Padmasambhava as well. So visualizing yourself in the in the nature of Khandro Yeshe Tsogel, Khandro Yeshe Tsogel means that you are now able to receive all kinds of empowerments, because Khandro Yeshe Tsogel was ready to receptacle. Means she is able to prepare to receive all different empowerments. So similarly, visualize yourself in the form of Khandro Yeshe Tsogel. In the nature of Khandro Yeshe Tsogel. So I sent a picture of Khandro Yeshe Tsogel. You are in the nature of Khandro Yeshe Tsogel, but in the form of Vajrayogini. So Vajrayogini picture also I sent. Khandro Yeshe Tsogel is white one. Vajrayogini is red one.
Yeah.
So you are Khandro Yeshe Tsogel, but appearing as Vajrayogini okay? So like that, you are in the center of the merit field. So I shared some of the picture. It's just for reference, so that to use your imagination. So as I said, Khandro Yeshe Tsogel is Khandro Yeshe Tsogel was the queen of King Tizon Densen, and later became the consort of Padmasambhava, because she has the ability to absorb all the teachings, all the empowerments, all the teachings she could understand, and all the empowerments she was able to receive, from which she could mature. She could mature all the empowerments. She could mature into realization. So for that reason, she was what we call ready. That's why she received. So that's why we also visualize ourselves in the nature of Khandwe Sogyal, the recipient. So recipient means to receive the blessing, to receive the empowerment, to receive the guidelines to the realization, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rinpoche, you said that Zesha Shogun is the queen. It means that's the wife of Chisong Desen?
Yeah. So, yes, correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. Please say that first. Then I will explain more. So a lot of the incidents, a lot of the stories, they may be told better in person rather than just online. So anyway, so from a common from a conventional point of view, it's quite absurd because Guru. It's from a conventional point of view, it seems like Guru Rinpoche ran away with King Trisno Dezen's wife. So Khandwe Yeshe Sogyal is Trisno Dezen's wife, and Guru Rinpoche came and teach her, and then she was really so from a spiritual point of view, she was very devoted to Padmasambhava. From a conventional point of view, she was attracted to Guru Rinpoche, and then she ran away with Guru Rinpoche. So even during the in that time, many of the courtiers, not the courtiers, the courtiers, the people who the ministers and the people around the king used to think that Indian what do you call Indian Baba, Indian Guru, whatever, run away with the king's wife, the queen. So that's how it's looked like from a conventional point of view.
Yeah.
What really happened was Khandwe Yeshe Sogyal was ready to be matured through the teachings of Guru Rinpoche, and that's how King Trisno Detsen offered his wife, the queen, to his guru, Padmasambhava, and then they left. So they stayed in Tibet for a couple of years. I mean, they meaning Guru Rinpoche. After some time, he left the palace. So, but from a very ordinary point of view, it was like there was a scandal in the palace, and he had to flee the palace. But in reality, it was the king who offered his wife, the queen, to Padmasambhava, his teacher, his guru, and as a spiritual offering.
Yeah.
Not because of the carnal desire, not because of the Guru Rinpoche has a sexual desire or this or that, but because he could what do you call liberate. She could bring enlightenment to her and to the people of Tibet in the long run. So for that reason, the king, you can say, king made one of the ultimate sacrifices of offering one's own consort or partner to one's guru.
Rinpoche La. Yeah.
Padmasambhava has a lot of these kind of adventures, or you might say misadventure if you like. Then there are many incidents like that. So for this, maybe we need to have a dedicated session for just Padmasambhava alone. So I'm not gonna say much. Okay, just maybe this is enough. You can ask question and maybe more answers on that. So basically, Guru Rinpoche has something called the 8 aspects or 8 different avatars of Guru Rinpoche. So more likely, there's the Guru Rinpoche, which is a monk, a scholar, a great pandita, meaning a great scholar, great monastic, all this and that. Then there was a Guru Rinpoche who is living in the mountains, meditating all the time. Then there is the Guru Rinpoche who seems to be taking one wife after another, stealing one. So there was the story of Guru Rinpoche taking the princess of Mandi, the king of Mandi's daughter. Because of that, the king of Mandi tried to put Guru Rinpoche into flame, to burn him alive. So there was that aspect. Then he come to Tibet. Then he destroyed a lot of demons, not just Tibet, in Nepal, in Bhutan, all these places. He destroyed a lot of demons, killed, vanquished a lot of demons. There was also the story of after arriving in Tibet, he was also regarded very highly as a great master, but at the same time, as a what do you call that thing? I don't know, like a fraudster, like a charlatan, because he ran away with the queen. So there's many aspects of Guru Rinpoche. Some people choose to accept one and neglect the other. Some people choose to accept everything. So from a common man's point of view, the good, the bad, and the ugly, everything. But from a spiritual point of view, if you could take all of that, if you acknowledge all of that, and could still instill, you can still have devotion and faith in Guru Rinpoche, then that is of the utmost advanced practice you can do. But if you cannot do that, it's also okay. There are many aspects of Guru Rinpoche that you can adhere to. There is, as I said, there is the monastic monk Guru Rinpoche. There is the Pandita scholar Guru Rinpoche. There is the yogi Guru Rinpoche. Like many different aspects of Guru Rinpoche that you can adhere to. Okay, now visualize yourself in essence, it's okay, but in appearance, you are Vajrayogini. So the picture of Vajrayogini I just shared with you. So Vajrayogini is the blazingly swift. Vajrayogini herself is the avatar of Tara. So we have Tara, who is for swift, who is for blessing, who is for protection, etc. So then Vajrayogini is a more advanced version, if you like, of Tara. Anyway, so basically visualize yourself in the form of Tara, in the form of Vajrayogini. So Vajrayogini picture I sent to you. So she's red with one face, two arms, and three eyes. One eye on the forehead, and she's gazing longingly at the heart of the teacher. So longingly means she's very much eager to see the teacher, so to see the guru. So she's expressing a sense of impatience, being very impatient to see the teacher. So like that. So in her right hand, she is holding a skull drum. Skull drum is damaru, we can usually call it. Maybe you have seen it already. It's like this.
Yeah.
This is made from, this is not from skull. But the one that Vajrayogini is using is made from skull. So she is holding this one up in the sky. So when we hit the drums, it means calling for something, calling for attention. So when we play the damaru, it's calling for the master. So when for example, when the consort, the dakini, plays the damaru, it's calling for the master, the guru. When the guru plays the damaru, it's calling for the dakini. So damaru has the connotation the damaru, right? So the da actually is a reference for dakini. So usually a lot of times the damaru is played by both the daka and the dakini. The female and the male practitioner both play that, and especially when the male plays, it's a call for the dakini, as I said. And the dakini means the one who travels in the space, who traverses on the space. And the space has a connotation of being empty, right? Space, when you talk about space, we always think about something being empty. So for that reason, the Damaru is a call for Dakini. You might say it's a call for Dakini as a person, but actually at the same time, intellectually, it's a call for remembering or recalling the nature of emptiness. So also the Damaru, it has to be hollow, empty inside. Otherwise, it will not make the sound. If there's something inside the Damaru, it will not make the same sound. So that empty, okay, if we are talking about just an ordinary empty. So when you say empty, it is similar to emptiness. So that's where that way immediately when you do this, you are reminded of emptiness, the realization of emptiness. So that's why, and also in order to make the sound, this small thing has to hit the skin of the Damaru, right? If this does not hit, then there will be no sound. So there is an interdependency, dependent, right? For the sound to come out, in order to generate the sound, this stick, this ball, and the skin of the Damaru has to come into connection. So this actually is it reminds us, it's a reminder for interdependency, dependent origination, which is the key to understand, the key to understand emptiness. Now, okay, so this is then when the Dakini is playing the drums, the small drum, the Dakini, the Damaru, when the what do you call that thing? Vajrayogini is playing the Damaru. The Damaru is a wake-up call. Wake-up call for. So it works two ways. It also calls the guru to come. Then it also calls all the sentient beings to wake up from the delusion of the three poisons. Okay. Then on her left hand, she is holding the curved knife. So curved knife you see on the. I also sent a picture in the group, in the message. Let's check the. So the curved knife cuts through. It's very sharp, and it's usually used by fishermen in India to cut the fish. Anyway, so here it's used in order to cut the three poisons, the roots of the three poisons, uproot the three poisons. She is Vajrayogini, appears in a naked form without any clothes and no clothing. Of course, there is the ornaments, her bone ornaments, and some flowers are there, but that's for different purpose. So basically, no clothes mean the reason we wore clothes is because we have shame. Okay, so this is a very interesting thing. Normally in our world, we say when someone has no shame, we regard that person as very rude, like, oh, shameless person, right? So shame as a concept came about as society or civilization sort of advanced, right? In the beginning, we don't wear anything to cover ourselves. We are very comfortable, just like the animals are, or the birds are. We are very comfortable being ourselves. And then society, we called the society getting advanced. But then what actually happened was we started to have lust and greed. So if someone else has we started to have lust towards other people's bodies, different parts of different parts of a person's body, etc. And then we started to act differently. We started to react while looking at a person's body, etc. And that's why slowly and slowly in civilization, we started covering ourselves. We started covering this part, that part, here, there, etc. So the so-called the concept of shame is a societal structure. It's made by the society. There's no such thing as a shame in reality. Of course, if you say that in today's world, there's shame is not a you don't have to be shameful. You don't have to cover yourself. It's going to be crazy. Everybody's going to call you crazy. But that's not how we were naturally in the beginning, right? So all the Vajrayogini, as well as many other deities, appearing completely naked, means going back to the very roots, very nature, very the essential part, taking away all the non-essential, taking away all the additional extra things, and going to the very basic, very raw, very truthful, what it is, thus the truth. That's why especially in the ultimate, sorry, in the highest yoga tantric Anuttara yoga teachings, the deities appear completely naked. Then she's naked. Then even though she's visible, you can see her, but she's insubstantial, meaning so it doesn't mean hollow, okay? Like a hologram doesn't mean hollow, empty, but she's there. But at the same time, if you look for the essential, look for the substantial nature of Vajrayogini, she's not there. So basically it means she is there, but not intrinsically there. Inherently non-existent, but conventionally existing. This brings us back to the nature of emptiness and the interdependency. Okay, inherently non-existent, conventionally existing. Meaning, I'm here talking to you. You are there listening to me. That me being here, me talking to you, and you listening to me is there only in the conventional sense. In the ultimate sense, in the ultimate reality, in the ultimate sense, there is no Tongkhor Rinpoche. Because where is Tongkhor Rinpoche? Is it the body? Is it the lips? Is it the glasses? It's my thought, my speech. None of that is Tongkhor Rinpoche. So there is, in the ultimate sense, there's no Tongkhor Rinpoche who is teaching. But in the conventional sense, there is the Tongkhor Rinpoche who is teaching. Then there's you who's listening to Tongkhor Rinpoche, etc. So she's visible but insubstantial, like a rainbow shining. Rainbow is there, but if you go to look for the rainbow, if you fly to the horizon and try to catch the rainbow or look for the rainbow, you will never find it. You will never get it. Seemingly, inherently non-existent, conventionally existing and there. Oh yeah, now this is you as Khandru Yeshe Tsoge in the form of Vajrayogini, okay? Now you are looking up in the sky. So if you look at the picture, she's looking up in the sky. So up above you, meaning Khandru Yeshe Tsoge, meaning Vajrayogini. So you, Khandru Yeshe Tsoge, Vajrayogini, same one. Whether you are male, female, doesn't matter. You are that, okay? So you are looking up at the sky. So up above you, about 1 meter, half a meter, sorry, about a half a meter's length, about the size of an arrow. Visualize above you, there is a lotus flower. Lotus flower with many jewels and thousands of petals in full bloom. And on top of that lotus seed or the lotus blooming, there is the sun disk. So here we think of the sun and the moon all as a flat disk, okay? Not like the round one. I mean, not as a globe, but as a flat, like a like a piece of bread. Then on that sun disk, on the sun disk, which is on the lotus flower, on the top of the sun disk, there is the moon disk. So it is like one on another. So the sun disk like this. On the sun disk is the moon disk. Okay. Sun represents wisdom. Moon represents compassion. Very simple. Okay. So on that moon disk, on the moon mattress, you can call it, there sits your glorious root master. So whoever your teacher is, visualize your teacher there. In essence, it is your teacher, but in appearance, he is none other than Guru Padmasambhava. Then, yeah, whoever, so he is your guru, or your guru may be a female, but here she is appearing as Guru Padmasambhava, the great embodiment of the Buddhas of the past, present, and future. And also, so as I said, there are different types of Guru Rinpoche. This one is known as the great Guru of Odhyana, or the great conqueror Guru Rinpoche. Okay, so I sent a picture in the group. Please check that. So that is known as, there are 8 types of Guru Rinpoche. I mean, there are many types of Guru Rinpoche, many appearances of Guru Rinpoche, right? For example, you're yourself. Today you are wearing a pink shirt. Tomorrow you will be wearing a green shirt. You will have a long hair, short hair, many different attire. Similarly, Guru Rinpoche in different occasion caps different costumes. Okay, but mainly there are 8, and out of the 8, the one that we are visualizing today is known as the great conqueror of the universe, Guru Padmasambhava. Anyway, so his complexion, his body, his complexion is white with a little bit of redness there, and he has one face, 2 arms. So easy to just look at the picture, is easier to understand. So he is sitting in the royal posture, which is what appears in the picture. He is wearing a brocade cape. A cape is like this. So you know, in the Roman army, especially also in the army, some of the generals, they wear the cape in order to cover themselves, etc. So he is wearing a cape that is made from brocade, silk brocade, and he's also wearing a robe underneath, and he is wearing a long-sleeved gown or a shirt, or more like a jacket in today's understanding, like that. And he's also wearing what we call the Ogen Pensha, or the Pandita's head of Odhyana. Pandita's head of Odhyana. So there are 3 types of hat that Guru Rinpoche is popularly known to be wearing. And this one is the last one of the 3. This one is the one that is being offered by the king of Sahur, or king of Sahur, who offered him after repenting his mistake, for burning him alive, burning Guru Rinpoche alive. And then, so in the text, it specifically talks about the hat. Okay, so I will explain a bit about the hat. So I've sent a picture in the group already. So basically, the cap, the hat, has 2 layers, inner layer and outer layer. Those 2 layers is double layered hat. So the double layered hat, the meaning is that it's the combination of both the completion stage and the generation stage. So we talked about this last week a little bit. So completion stage and the generation stage, 2 types of 2 stages. In order to attain enlightenment, you need to complete the 2 stages. So the double layered hat represents the completion or the accomplishment of the 2 stages. Yeah. Double layer, you understand the meaning, right? A lot of the cap, in even today's time, even in the advanced, today is supposed to be very advanced. You can wear a hat only one way, not the other way, right? So this one can wear 2 way. Then it also has 3 points, the top, and then 2 other points there. If you look at the picture, you can see. So the 3 points represents the 3 enlightened body of the Buddha, the 3 kayas. And also on the center, there's a sun, there's a moon. On top of the moon, there's a sun. So the sun is wisdom, and the moon is skillful means. So in the picture, it's not very clear, but the edge, the edge of the head is blue, all blue edged. So blue is the color of the sky, which is space, which is unlimited, unbounded. So this represents unlimited or infinite samaya. So samaya never broken. Samaya covering the edge and the width of space. Unlimited samaya. On the top is the vajra, which means unshakable concentration.
Yeah.
Meditation. And also on top of the vajra, there is the feather of a vulture, the bird vulture. So this means vulture soars very high, flies very high up. So vulture's feather represents the highest understanding, highest view, and highest realization. In order to have highest realization, you have to have highest practice as well. So the culmination of highest practice, accomplishment of highest practice, culminating into highest realization. That's what it represents. Okay, so as much as I want to continue, I think my time is up. So I have to go to the. So there's some teachings as I mentioned last night. So I really thank all of you for tuning in so early this morning, because we rescheduled today 1 hour earlier, and all of you, despite being so early, you turned up. So thank you. We'll continue this teaching next week, and then any question you have from this teaching, you can ask in the group chat. Yeah. Okay. Dedication, please. 夜晚的夜鸟多的喇嘛三眼着个眼着哇这样满的夜夜撒浪跟巴拉说唱着三着真不见嘛也把那么给个夜吧年吧没把那阳光的光都陪我来说没安这的来见见 one boy John boy my my song with on jen ke zo ge zo lo song chai be shai lai so one Loi Zai Chai Ben Shai Loi Soi Dian Ben Yin Bo Dian Ben Ben Ha Xin Lang Man Do Yu Gen Lan Chan Zhe Lo Zang Xie Ye Liang Zui Chou Gen Yin Ge Zhe Jian Dan Ba Ren Shou Wa De.
Thank you, sư Cô Chê La.
Thank you, Miss Wang. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Rinpoche La.
Thank you so much.
Thầy xin cảm ơn quý vị đạo hữu ạ. Xin